How do you turn a loop into a full song? Here are 7 steps to make it work every time. This is important, so pay attention. The best songs do one thing. When your fans look for a song, they don't want a song that does everything. They want the song that does the one thing they need. If they're heartbroken, they'll play the song that does one thing, Feel Like Heartbreak. If they're in the gym, they'll play the song that does one thing, Amp 'em Up. Your song wins by perfecting one feeling. If your new part doesn't fit, your one feeling isn't clear. Ask yourself without thinking, what does my idea make me feel? That answer is your song's one thing. Make your next section sound like that. How do we do this? We choose the right sounds. When your section changes, it must feel like the same world. How do you do that? Pick sounds that match the same vibe. Choose one feeling for your song. Then ask, does this sound match that emotion? If it does, keep it. If it doesn't, change it. It helps to picture a world while you write too. What world does your song live in? Is it high above the clouds? Cool. Pick sounds that feel like that. Soft, light, airy. Nothing heavy, nothing harsh. Maybe your world is a grimy street corner in a noir film. Pick sounds that feel like that. Dirty, textured, vintage. Filter your sounds, then distort them. If you picture your world clearly, it's easy to pick the right sounds. Now let's use them right. Most songs have an energy curve. Typically, the intro is low energy, the verse is medium energy, and the chorus is high energy. Ask yourself, does my loop feel low energy, medium energy, or high energy? Most of the time, your idea will have medium energy, like a verse. That means, for your next section, we can go up or we can go down. How do you choose? Listen to your body. Are you feeling energized or chill today? Pick one or the other. That's where we'll take your song. We need a starting point to write our new section. Fortunately, we have one. Copy and paste your idea on the timeline. This is your starting point. Now decide if you want to go up in energy or down in energy. If you want to go up in energy, try these. Add more percussion, like shakers, hats, or percussion loops. Layer your drums to make them punchy and exciting. Layer new sounds that fit the vibe and play the same parts. This adds fullness and texture without sounding cluttered. Play your melody an octave higher. Simplify your melody to make it easy to sing. Add vocal layers like doubles and harmonies for fullness. Make your bass pattern energetic with faster notes. And open things up with more reverb, width, and space. If you're going down in energy, try these. Remove some percussion, like hi-hats, shakers, and loops. Simplify your drums with fewer hits and more space in between them. Remove extra layers and keep core sounds only. Play your melody in a smaller range of notes. Add more space between your notes. Use fewer vocal layers or go back to a single vocal. Simplify your bass with longer notes, and close things in using less reverb and less width. But what if you want something new? What if you want to take your song into a brand new world? We can do that, but we need to be thoughtful. If you change everything at once, your song won't be cohesive. To stay cohesive, reuse at least one thing from the last section. In this example, I used the same chords and drums, but changed the bass and synth. This gives the listener something familiar as they explore your new world. Later on, change the rest of your sounds out. Now the listener's in a brand new world, enjoying the smooth ride. Here's a cool trick for you. Play the same pattern with a new sound. You get the comfort of something familiar with the thrill of something new. To go a step further, make one small change to what you carry over. This rewards your listeners with something new. Do this often. Reward your listener with new things every chance you get. They'll love you and share your music with their friends. Here's a list of the easiest changes to make. Use the same melody, but change it slightly. Keep the pattern, but change some notes. Keep the notes, but change the pattern. Or push it up or down an octave. Use the same drum pattern, but add ghost notes, drum fills, or a shaker for energy. Copy your chords and use inversions or extensions to keep the same feeling with a new flavor. You can make your chords shorter or longer too. But how often should you change something? One change every 2 to 4 bars is the sweet spot. The brain stops waiting for something new and just enjoys the music. Be unpredictable. Most songs only change every 4th bar. Bar 4, change. Bar 4, change. Make one change on bar 3. Then on bar 2. Then on bar 4, and so on. The listener can't predict when you'll change something. When they can't expect it, it feels new. But make these changes subtle. One extra ghost note, one ear candy thing in the background, a mini drum fill halfway through a bar. The more changes you make, the more subtle they have to be. 5 big changes are jarring. 5 small changes is interesting. Finally, let's bridge your new section with your old one. Transitions are easier than you think. They're either subtle or obvious, and you get to choose which is best. If you want a subtle transition, let one sound from the first section flow into the next one, like a vocal or a pad. Add reverb or delay throws on the last note or word. Automate a filter, like a low cut or a high cut, on the last few bars so the song opens up. Keep a drum element the same, like hi-hats or a percussion loop. Add a quiet riser, like white noise, that's felt, not heard. If you want an obvious transition, use a loud riser, like white noise, a synth, or a reverse cymbal. Add an impact sound, like a crash or really deep bass note. Reverse a sound into the next section, like a vocal, piano, or bass sound. Automate the pitch of any sound rising or falling into the next section. Do a fake out, where you pause with silence right before the next section explodes. Build up into the transition with extra layers right before the drop. Strip everything back, then slam the full section in. And my personal favorite, add a drum fill, like a snare roll or a tom fill. You now have a new section that flows with your first one. For your third section, decide if you're going up or down in energy, and repeat these steps until you have a full, cohesive song. Thanks for the question, New Pump. Hope this helps you, man.